first haircut was 1993 when you were working on J Shear Magic on Broad Street. Yeah. So J Shear Magic on Broad Street, from there to J Shear Magic on Stanton, from there to your house up on like off of 2nd and like Fisher or 2nd and Buchanan, and then to the shop on Roosevelt Boulevard for a minute. We got disconnected just for a second because I was cutting my hair bald for a while because I was poor, couldn't afford a haircut. Then I caught up with you in Opie's shop on Grange, like it wasn't Broad and Grange, but it was closer, like, was it like 16th and Grange or something like that? I think you went from there to another level. Yeah, on the Ogons and then here. One of my boys, your boy, DJ, was my boy for a while, he went to you first on J Shear Magic on Broad, and he told me about you. And at the time, I was working in Allentown, so I had lost my barber in Harrisburg. So we started coming down there ever since. So shop on Broad, you know, that was 93. I don't know how often I was there. And I remember sort of like when I first started getting my hair cut there, you were like, you don't be cutting up on Stanton Ave for a little bit. Had a little connection there. You were cutting with a guy named Derek who used to come up. Cut my cousin and some people from my church up in Northeast PA. Grange is when I first met Opie and Damon. But all the shops, you know, good conversation, good laughs, you know, like kind of like a little bit of fellowship in here. You know, we were all broke up when Opie passed away, but it was always like good atmosphere in here, always. You really did it up. Now we're going back, I want to say like 04-ish, 03, 04-ish, when you had a spot on Broad Street. I thought it was kind of neat how when you first came in and sat down and the videos were playing and, you know, you had somebody in the center there that would take your name. I mean, sometimes, and back, I don't drink no more, drinks would be flowing every now and then, so that was like a different concept to me, you know, but that was a pretty decent thing. You know, I saw some videos in there that I haven't, you'd run the DVDs in there, so, you know. I remember we were watching, you remember that crazy series, what was it called, Stages of Death or something like that?
Oh, Faces of Death.
Faces of Death. Yeah. We were watching that up in there one time, man. It's kind of like, wow. Yeah, man. Okay. Consistency counts. Now I've had, if I can think back, I'm in Harrisburg, I'm actually from Wilkes-Barre. Consistency counts. Like, I mean, out of all, I never really ever had a concern that if I scheduled an appointment with you that you weren't gonna be there, and you were always transparent, like if something happened or like, you know, I know you had to get your eye operated on one time and stuff like that. You would hit me up and say, yo, you know, you're not gonna be there today, or even when you had an open schedule, you'd let me know if you were gonna be out of town a certain day or something like that. So I think consistency really, you know, counts. Although we developed a relationship over the years, I think it counts on the business side of things to just be straight up, because that's what it is, really, it's a business. I prefer appointments. I did like when you at least had one day for walk-ins. The only reason I say that is because, and this is me, it's not you, but sometimes my schedule gets so crazy that if I forget to schedule an appointment, I knew there was a day that I could come in and just be the first dude outside 2 hours early or something like that and come in and get a cut. Right. You know, the appointment thing actually holds me accountable too, so I gotta be diligent about, because you've taken on more customers, so it wasn't always like that.